David Security here with an update for you. About to get all Ty Lopez with you here, but I just want to share an update to expats out there regarding your personal security and just the way we deal with things. I recently, over the weekend, I read this book, The Next 100 Years by George Friedman. He's the director and founder of Stratfor, an intelligence, private intelligence organization. So someone I look up to a lot as well. His approach to intelligence, to information, is very different than what how most people approach information. So I want to share this model with you because it will help you as you live overseas and you try to adjust with life overseas. So anyway, one of the things that Stratfor talks about here is the difference between intelligence and journalism. And whereas journalism is telling you who, what, where, when, intelligence is actually telling you why and what's next. Big difference. So one of the things that I talk about at the Tunisia Security Update, at my David Security Twitter feed, one of the things I try to empower expats with is the idea of being engaged versus just reacting to stuff. All right, so a lot of times overseas, people live in a sort of bubble. They live in a bubble and they're not paying attention to what's going on. And so because of that, they're just sort of reacting to stuff. But what I'm saying is you need to be engaged versus just simply reacting to information. So here's a model that you can use. It's very simple that you can use in your own life to be engaged versus being just reacting to stuff. The first thing you got to take in place wherever you're at is the fixed information. So we're looking at the history, recent history. You don't have to be a history major of the country you're in, but just recent history. Whether or not they just went through a revolution, that might be important. You also want to, the cultural awareness. We talked about this in other videos about cultural awareness and the importance of that in geography. So I call this the fixed information. This is fixed, all right? So this awareness already is going to allow you to be ahead of any sort of reactive, fear-based information just floating out there. Second thing is the ground information, all right? So your network. You should be developing a network, group of people that know what's going on, that can keep you informed. Like if you live in Tunisia, you definitely want to get me on Twitter at David Security. You definitely want to follow the Tunisia Security Update because those feeds will get you with some ground information. So you also want to be looking out for some trends and incidents that have occurred in your own community. So people are talking about a specific threat, like getting mugged or something. You want to look at the trends in your own community versus just reacting to anecdotal information. Then you got embassy information, all right? What are they doing, all right? Model, of course, take a look at what the U.S. Embassy is doing, what advice they're giving their citizens, regardless of your nationality. The FCO, the British Embassy, what are they telling their folks as well? And then you want to just have a general outlook on other embassies, see what kind of precautions they're taking. So you're talking about Canadian Embassy, the Australian Embassy, they're pretty on the safe side, so you want to take a look at them as well. Then we have the final piece, which is where most people jump into, is the news, all right? So the news, you want to take a look at the local news information. You also want to look at the regional, all right? What's going on in the region, and then geo, all right? So this model right here will keep you, with this E right here, will keep you empowered, all right, and allow you to be engaged versus reactive. Anyway, that's my update for you. I hope you got something from this. And check out this book, The Next 100 Years. Very interesting. The next 100 years, I'll tell you what the next 100 years is going to be. It's going to be filled with challenges and opportunities, just like the last 100 years. So those people that are engaged will be able to take advantage of the opportunities. Those people that are simply reacting are going to get caught up, and their energy is going to be robbed from them, and they'll be in a lot of trouble. Anyway, check me out on Twitter at David Security. If you like this video, hit like, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what kind of questions you have as an expat or a traveler, and I'll be sure to answer it to you on this channel. So that's my update for now. I hope you enjoy this update a la Ty Lopez. And I hope you got something from this, reminding you to stay engaged, stay safe, and stay connected. Out.